Hello and welcome to KLM Institute. Welcome to our analysis of the recent debate between Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris and Republican nominee Donald Trump, which centered on critical international issues including the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza. This debate, marked by its fiery exchanges, highlighted the stark contrasts in the candidates' foreign policy approaches. The opening moment, a handshake with tension. The debate commenced with a surprising handshake, the first of its kind in a presidential debate since 2016. Harris approached Trump at his lectern, introducing herself, but the cordiality quickly gave way to a heated exchange. Accusations and foreign policy positions. Harris accused Trump of potentially abandoning U.S. support for Ukraine to appease Russian President Vladimir Putin, labeling him a disgrace. In response, Trump claimed Harris hates Israel, a point she vehemently denied. Notably, both candidates failed to provide specific plans for resolving the ongoing conflicts. Trump asserted his belief that he could resolve the Ukraine war even before taking office, contradicting the long-standing principle that foreign policy decisions rest with the sitting president. He stated, "I want to get the war in Ukraine settled. I will get it settled even before I become president." Harris countered by suggesting that his approach would equate to giving up on Ukraine, clashing views on NATO and global alliances. Throughout the debate, Harris emphasized the importance of NATO and expressed gratitude from U.S. allies for Trump not being in office. Conversely, Trump refrained from affirming the U.S. interest in Ukraine's victory, creating further tension. Domestic policy showdown. The candidates also clashed on key domestic issues such as the economy, immigration, and abortion. Harris promised tax cuts for the middle class and pledged to restore federally guaranteed abortion rights, while Trump proposed tariffs aimed at correcting trade imbalances. Harris criticized Trump's tariffs, arguing they would burden the middle class like a sales tax, while Trump criticized the Biden administration's handling of inflation, albeit overstating the extent of pricing. The Haaretz podcast debate, a deep dive into Israel and Gaza. In a related discussion on the Haaretz podcast, Haley Soifer and Peter Deutsch debated the implications of a Harris or Trump presidency for Israel and the Middle East. Deutsch, a former Democrat, has shifted his support to Trump, emphasizing the stakes for Israel's survival. Soifer defended Harris's record, highlighting significant military assistance to Israel. The debate featured strong rhetoric, with Soifer labeling Trump as indecent and immoral, while Deutsch downplayed Trump's controversial remarks as humor. The conversation reflected deep divides within the Jewish community regarding support for Israel and the implications of U.S. foreign policy. A complex landscape ahead. As we analyze the debate, it becomes clear that the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza are unlikely to see swift resolutions, as both candidates seem to prioritize electoral victories over concrete solutions to these crises. The discourse reflects a broader narrative where the urgency of international conflicts takes a backseat to political ambition, raising questions about the future of U.S. foreign policy in an increasingly complex global landscape. Thank you for joining us in this analysis of the Trump-Harris debate. The divergent perspectives presented reflect the challenging geopolitical dynamics we face today, and the upcoming election will undoubtedly shape the future of U.S. involvement in these critical issues. Stay tuned for further insights into the unfolding political landscape.